a personality shaped by being an athlete and a background in mainstream sports media, I found that the stories I was most interested in telling were the ones often overlooked, the ones that might not otherwise be told, the ones that show the intangible and not just the highlight reel. The Sports Council is about highlighting the great, the good, the unique, and everything in between in the Pacific Northwest sports world. I'm Jamie Council. Thanks for joining me.
You're listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, the Tri-Cities leader in sports.
Welcome to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports. I'm Jamie Council, and this week we're talking Kamiakin cross country, both the boys and the girls programs atop the MCC this year. And we're joined by Julian Brooks and Anne-Marie Grigg, head coach for the girls and assistant for the boys. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
It's good to have you guys. I like this energy. Matt Rexis, head coach for the boys, couldn't join us today, and it's so fun talking with him in past interviews just about the work that Kamiakin cross country in general puts on there. Always the talk around the state. So right now, both of your guys' programs finishing atop the Mid-Columbia Conference. For the boys, that's the 17th consecutive. What's the feelings around the program right now?
Well, I just keeping it going, The boys feel like we've got a recipe that, if we follow, we're like, you hit these times and you do these things, then you're going to be at the top of the state, just keep doing it. And it's nice having, past experience in that and, guys that have gone before them doing it, led the way, so they just have to keep it going.
For you guys, you were mentioning that you've been with the program for 2 decades. What's your background in the sport? Tell me a little bit about your history in the sport, beyond just coaching.
To be honest, I did not run in high school. I picked up running when I was in college and just did it for fun. My husband did run in high school, and we've run together all these years. All my kids were involved in running and in cross country here at Kamiakin, and that's when I got involved as a parent when the program was so small. And my oldest graduated in 2008, and those were the years when the team started building and started seeing success. And just over the years, I've just gotten into it. I've been around Rexis for that many years and then some, and just learned from him. I worked with the boys and the girls. I was kind of in between, and learned a lot from Coach Suss and Coach Rexis, and just am excited to be able to be the girls' coach. And it's interesting because the girls' needs are different than the boys. And so it was the first year I had to be like, wait, because Rexis is like the coach, right? Like, you want to do everything Rexis does because he has the formula. He has the success. But
he's just been around forever.
But I had to have the confidence, like, okay, we'll do that, but also the girls need this. We need to tweak it for the girls. We need to make it what the girls need as well. And I feel like this season that's really meshing, and we're making it work together.
I like that. And then in your second year, what's that transition? Because sometimes it's the same but different. What's been the biggest stepping stone, if you will, from being part of the program to head coach of the girls program?
Yeah.
I don't know. She's just stepped right into it. A few bumps.
Yeah, a few bumps along the way last season, just some unexpected, learning curves that everybody has to learn. There's a lot more, I'm the one that makes the decisions now. I'm the one that creates the culture now. And I think that's being able to 100% create that culture has been amazing. Amazing.
So at first you're looking up, but now you're owning it.
Yes, exactly.
I like that.
And I feel like the girls are feeling that as well. And there's just, from number 1 to number 31, they all feel supported and loved and cheered on. which makes them want to work harder and do better. And then as we have success, it's just going to happen like it happens with the boys. We're just going to keep having that success.
So Kamiakin, girls cross country 2025 Mid-Columbia Conference champions. And for you, Anne-Marie, what is your background in the sport? How did you come to coach the boys team?
Yeah, so I grew up running. I actually ran in Spokane at East Valley High School, had some success there. We had 4 state team titles while I was my 4 years that we were there. And then went on to college and ran in some NJCAA championships there. So I told Rexus that it was just, I only knew how to win.
Sold, you're hired.
Yeah. My oldest was running at the time, and it was his senior year, and there was
an opening,
another coach that
had left, and they were talking about who are we going to get? I'm like, well, because you have young kids. I mean, your oldest. But right. I'm like, let's try Anne-Marie. She would be amazing. Let's see if she wants to do it. So I called her, and I'm like, hey, Anne-Marie, are you interested? And she's been a gift ever since. She has been an incredible asset to our program. So
thanks.
And how long have you been with the program for?
This is my 8th year officially, on contract and stuff, but kind of volunteer coaching a few years before that. And but it was fun getting to coach my son's senior year, and that was one of the years of winning
success.
State. Yeah.
Wow. So you kind of hit a high. And now right. You're just chasing that high every year.
Yeah. Trying to get back there, trying to do, get it for my son. He's a senior this year too. And so it's fun being able to be a part of it.
With so 2 sons in between that weren't runners.
Yeah. I felt like they spent more time with, their coaches than they did at home. So I just had to join the coaching staff so I can see my kids. Yeah.
And so for Kamiakin boys cross country, being the 2025 Mid-Columbia Conference champions, it's their 17th in a row, but you have to earn it every single year. How do you keep the kids motivated on the boys team to not just think that it's going to be handed to them on a silver platter?
Right. That is always a tough one, and it depends on the boys, but we depend a lot on our seniors setting that culture and encouraging the younger ones, like telling them that they can do it. It's really hard for freshmen to come in. It's a longer season. It's a lot more mileage than they're used to in middle school. And, they see that the seniors have been there, they've survived it, and they have that path already marked out. So it's great having those seniors that have bought into the program, bought into, the system, doing all the little things. There's a million little things. If you don't do them, it all adds up by the end. So once they really buy into it, magic can happen.
To say you can run this if you do this.
Yes, yeah. And we do a lot of that, so-and-so, Annie Snyder, Armstrong, Teeples, they ran this as freshmen, and you're only a few seconds off of that, then look what you'll be able to do when you're a senior, because it's kind of rough that freshman year. I think almost all of our seniors this year, at one time their freshman year came and said, I don't think I can do cross country anymore, including my own son. He said, I don't want to do cross country next year. I'm like, well, are you going to do football? He's like, no, I'm going to run. Fine, I'll do it. and now he's one of our, leaders as a senior on the team. So it's good to see that. And all of them have a story like that. They've all had, tough times, hard things to go through, fractures, injuries, sickness, that always hits. And it really is whatever team is healthiest by the time you get to that starting line at the state meet is the one who's going to win.
That's a big part of it. Let's get into the runners on each of your specific teams. So let's start with the girls. Can you tell me about some of the top runners, about some of the highlights of this season for the runners on Kamiakin girls cross country?
Absolutely. Our varsity team has 4 freshmen and 1 senior who has only run this season, and then 1 junior and 1 sophomore. So the funnest part of it is I feel like the freshmen they just came in with a kind of like, I don't know any different. This is what Kamiakin does. So we're going to run these miles and we're going to hit these times and we're going to do whatever coach tells us to do. And their innocence about like how it all works has been beautiful because they've just done it. Yeah. They've just done it. JC Jenkins is our top runner, and she has a gift and she works hard and she is way out there. And then the other 6 are close together back behind JC. I mean, JC's out there, and then the others, we've got Lauren Bauman. She is a freshman, and so 1, 2 are freshmen, and then Presley Jenkins, JC's sister, she's a junior. She comes in behind Lauren, and they're super tight. And then there's Elena Keel, our senior, who's never run cross country before. And then we've got Ella and Sophia, who are freshmen, and Eva Hill. And they just all like, JC's usually out there front, but they just all push each other. They run tight and they push each other and they encourage each other and are hitting really good times. It's been fun to have Richland as our competitor to, it's just always good to have a healthy rivalry to push, just beat the Richland girl that's in front of you, and they've been able to do that this year. And,
Talk about the team culture.
I have tried to build a culture where, it doesn't matter if you're varsity, JV, senior, freshman, sophomore, anywhere in between, that they encourage each other and that they build each other and that they cheer for each other. And they're all doing that. And it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, number 1 to number 31 matters, and they will stand for each other, and they push each other to be better. They push each other. One will say, "Oh, let's go 8 miles today." And the other ones are like, "I'm so tired." And then they're like, "Okay." And they'll, there's a whole group of 6 of them. They're deciding to push themselves a little more because they've got each other as teammates. And the seniors have been great leaders. Even the senior this is her first time. They take those younger kids and they just are kind and encouraging and help the whole team feel good about whatever they're doing and wherever they're at.
Anne-Marie, for the boys, tell me about the runners, because it's not just the boys cross country, it's individual runners every year that hit that level.
Yes, yeah. So we've just got a whole hodgepodge of them in there, and they've just been interchangeable all year long. We started out, season thinking that our team was going to be, consisting of a certain group, and then it changes by the end. Mm-hmm. In fact, when we go to our cross country camp, at the beginning of June, go to Montana, we have them write down their goals, and then we write down who they think are like top 12 to 15 will be on the team. And it's interesting to see. There were quite a few that thought that they were going to be number 1 on the team this year. So where, last year we had, Ezra Teeples that was clearly out front, Noah Thomas was right there behind him and stuff. But this year they've taken turns. We've had Caden Thornock, who was leading the way, and then Ty Judy has always been consistent for us. He's a junior. Forrest McRoberts, he came on really strong last year. Just kind of surprised us. One of our JV runners, solid JV runners that hadn't bought into it yet, and then he started catching on and just like fire. We call him Forest Fire. So he just like took off. He made it onto the state team last year. And this year we're not having to drag him to do things. He's kind of leading the way. He still likes to tease Rexus quite a bit, though, just say, I don't think I want to run that far today. Yeah, and then he's like, no, coach, I'm going to do it, So there's a good relationship, with the boys there and the coaches. But, then we've had Coolidge Grigg, who's been consistent. He ran like he said, he ran into, made his way onto the actual running team at the state meet last year, but finished like 11th from last. So he's hoping to be 11th, he wants to flip it this year. Yeah. So he's hoping to do that somewhere on the podium. They're all hoping that they can keep their really tight spread through the state meet, because I think that's really where they're going to find their strength this year. They don't have that front runner out there that's going to, come in the top 5 or anything. They're going to have to really work together to just stay with each other. And Cale Peterson, he's another senior that's really been working, consistently for the last 4 years. And we've had some freshmen that have kind of broken onto the team. Britt Seguin, he had a brother that ran for us a few years ago, and he made some huge improvements, from summer, and was running on the varsity right at the beginning of the year. And just recently, Bailey and Nice, he's been moving his way up. He likes to taunt, everyone. And I think just his taunting is as, pushing everyone else to stay ahead of him.
It sounds like competition is the word that comes to mind with the boys team. And then more of a personal question, having Coolidge be a senior, talk about that relationship, and that has to just be a special relationship, even though you do coach everybody and know what you're talking about. But just it has to be a special year.
Yeah, it is. It's hard having a senior on the team, because you just keep thinking, oh, this is the last time he's going to run this race, or it's the last time he's going to, do this workout, or not that we're there yet. We still have plenty of workouts left to go. But yeah, he came in, he has an older brother who had really, great success on the team, and ran, second, third for the team when he was on the team. So he kind of had that set in his mind that he wanted to beat, his brother's times and have that same success. But he had a plan, that he wanted to stick with. He only wanted to hit, certain mileage each year and work his way up, and kept trying to tell him, well, if you just do a little bit more now, you might have some success sooner. And he's like, no, Mom, I know what I'm doing, instead of no, Coach, I know what I'm doing, So
that's Coach Mom to you.
I know, exactly. Yeah. When I first started, I was Coach Porter's mom. Yeah. And it took a while before I became Coach Griggs. So it's fun though. Now, just a few weeks ago, he's like, Mom, why didn't you tell me to do this stuff sooner? I'm like, are you kidding me? That's funny.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Things are getting spooky at your local Krispy Kreme. Now through the 31st, sink your fangs into our Halloween collection, featuring the Jack-o'-lantern, Spooky Sprinkle, the Candy Bag, and Cookies and Scream House. They're scary good and only here for a limited time. And don't forget, fall means fundraising. Call now to schedule one for your school, church, or group. It's all happening at Krispy Kreme, 2805 Duportale in Richland. Come in with a sweet tooth, leave with a smile.
Living in a rental shouldn't mean settling for poor-tasting tap water. With Soft Water Specialists, you can have pure, clean drinking water in your home easily and affordably. Our countertop filtration system removes impurities, improves taste, and fits perfectly in any rental space. Plus, it can produce hot or cold water. No big installations, no hassle, just fresh, crisp water. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, and love your water again. Soft Water Specialists. See why we have a 5-star rating on more than 600 Google reviews. Visit softwaterspecialist.com and love your water where you live.
This is the moment many car buyers wait all year for. The model year-end sales event is on at McCurley Chevrolet. As new Chevy models roll in, remaining 2025s need to move fast. It's the perfect time to trade in, save big, and grab a deal you won't see again till next year. These are the offers people plan around. Get here before they're gone. Experience the model year-end sales event at McCurley Chevrolet. Your way home.
If you've got a winery, brewery, or dairy, why buy industrial parts and supplies from across the country? Central Industrial Sales is your local source for supplies and equipment for the dairy, food processing, winery, and brewing industries. We specialize in custom fabrication, industrial cleaning equipment, sanitary fittings, valves, pumps, chemicals, and many other supplies. Everything's available through our website, by phone, or by dropping by our office. Call 509-375-4032 or find us at centralindustrialsales.com.
You're listening to Jamie Council on the Sports Council.
I'm Caden Thornup. I'm a senior at Kamiakin High School, and I run boys cross country.
I'm Coolidge Grigg. I am a senior at Kamiakin High School, and I run cross country.
So you guys just won an MCC championship. This is the 17th consecutive time that Kamiakin has been atop the MCC. How does that feel for you guys?
I think it's a really cool accomplishment that we get to just be a part of this streak, that we just get to keep the flame going and just be a part of this legacy.
Yeah, I just like being part of the legacy, running hard, running strong with the team.
And even though you take a look at that 17 number, every single year is different. Every single runner is different, even though it's the same tradition. What makes this year's team so special in your eyes?
Well, in my opinion, I think our big strength this year is our strength and how close we are as a team. In previous years, we've really had just a couple front runners and then a couple people in the back, just holding the team together. But this year, it's really everyone's just so close, and just being able to stay together as a team is our big strength.
Yeah, what he said.
When you guys huddle up, what is the motivation? What are the words that motivate the Kamiakin boys cross country team this year?
Before we get on that starting line, we like to kind of just huddle up, give ourselves some words of motivation, say a little prayer together as a team to kind of strengthen us, and then we just do our little quiet chant, and then we get on that starting line. We're just really locked in, ready to race and cheer each other on.
So you guys have the MCC championship under your belt. Looking forward, what's top of mind for the team right now?
Probably competing against Meade for that state title. They're a really tough team to get, and we're just like working hard, trying to get them for that podium spot,
Yeah, I agree. We have a lot of tough teams this year. Really looking forward to going against like Meade and Gonzaga this year at regionals and state. So kind of have our eyes on some of those top spots at state. So that's what our goal is.
And the last time you guys won state was prior to your entering Kamiakin High School. So what would it mean for you to kind of leave that legacy at Kamiakin, now this being your senior year?
For me, I look back at my brother. He was on the team in 2018, and he ran at state 3 times. They won 2 times, and I want to be part of that. I want to win a time, just so I can tell my brother I did something.
Hey, you did that. I did it too.
Yeah, I think it would be just so cool to be able to really ignite that flame once again. Maybe even get another streak going. I feel like we have some really good runners in the next upcoming years. So being able to just get that ball rolling again.
I think it's safe to say that if you guys do get on the podium, it would probably be the highlight of your career. But up to this point, what's been your favorite memory being a part of Kamiakin boys cross country?
For me, one of the best parts was like having my first high school win last year at Bellevue. That was like a really good time for me, and I had my PR for a few weeks there too, and that just like kept me going. And also getting onto the state team last year, even though I placed like one of the last guys, it still helped me get through it,
Last year was definitely one of my best years being on the team. I suffered an injury, but I was able to bounce back up during the track season and even go to state. And so just being able to experience state with some of my favorite best friends and just be able to race on that track has just been something I'll be able to remember for a long time.
What's next for you after Kamiakin High School?
I want to apply to BYU and try to walk on there. I think that'd be pretty cool. And hopefully serve a mission for my church.
And what do you want to study?
I want to study marketing. That's what like business and marketing, because I like making card games. So I want to make card games when I grow up.
Yeah, for me, I'll serve a 2-year mission for my church right after high school, and then I'll get my undergrad in biology and try to get a optometry degree either in Oregon or Utah.
Well, best of luck this season, and thank you guys for your time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.
Life happens. Lucky for you, the new ICCU Central Plus checking account comes with benefits, including cell phone protection.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
That's right. Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
If you've got a winery, brewery, or dairy, why buy industrial parts and supplies from across the country? Central Industrial Sales is your local source for supplies and equipment for the dairy, food processing, winery, and brewing industries. We specialize in custom fabrication, industrial cleaning equipment, sanitary fittings, valves, pumps, chemicals, and many other supplies. Everything's available through our website, by phone, or by dropping by our office. Call 509-375-4032 or find us at centralindustrialsales.com.
Things are getting spooky at your local Krispy Kreme. Now through the 31st, sink your fangs into our Halloween collection featuring the Jack-O-Lantern, Spooky Sprinkle, the Candy Bag, and Cookies and Scream House. They're scary good and only here for a limited time. And don't forget, fall means fundraising. Call now to schedule one for your school, church, or group. It's all happening at Krispy Kreme, 2805 Duportale in Richland. Come in with a sweet tooth, leave with a smile.
This is the moment many car buyers wait all year for. The model year-end sales event is on at McCurley Chevrolet. As new Chevy models roll in, remaining 2025s need to move fast. It's the perfect time to trade in, save big, and grab a deal you won't see again till next year. These are the offers people plan around. Get here before they're gone. Experience the model year-end sales event at McCurley Chevrolet. Your way home.
Hi there, it's me, the water boy. Are you tired of water that doesn't taste or smell right? Woo! At Soft Water Specialists, we can remove contaminants and odors, leaving you with better tasting water. Your appliances will last longer, your clothes will be softer and brighter, and your skin and hair will feel incredibly clean. And right now, get 0 down and 12 months same as cash on all our water systems. To transform your water from H2O no to H2O yeah, call Soft Water Specialists today.
Listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, the Tri-Cities leader in sports.
I'm Elena Keel. I'm a senior, and I'm a part of Kamiakin Girls Cross Country.
I'm Presley Jenkins. I'm a junior at Kamiakin, and I run Girls Cross Country.
So this year, both the boys and the girls MCC champions. How did it feel to get back on top? It was Richland last year, and this year it's the Braves.
Pretty crazy, actually. I feel like we're pretty strong this year going, and we've been working pretty hard.
Yeah, I felt pretty good because the last few years it's been hard getting to be the first, but this one was pretty good.
What do you contribute that to the team this year?
I would say the speed workouts, because they're always so hard, but I feel like we always see great results because of them.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
And what is, I guess, how does it feel before you guys start a race? Talk about the team culture with Kamiakin Girls Cross Country.
I feel like we're all pretty supportive, with our varsity and JV, but we always try to hype each other up and be very supportive, and it definitely helps a lot with our performance in the race.
Yeah, the same.
What's been your guys' favorite memories so far in your entire career at Kamiakin for cross country?
I would say my favorite memory is the far away meets, when we stay in a hotel together and it's so fun, or just bonding on a long run, just have good talks.
I would say all the pasta feeds, they're really fun. And like bonding with like the team is like fun. And you get lots of feeds.
Who makes the best pasta?
I don't know. They're all like really good.
It always is very good. Whoever's making it.
So Kamiakin moms know how to make good pasta.
Yes,
Got it.
Yes.
So tell me what the rest of the season looks like for you guys. What's on top of mind for Kamiakin girls cross country?
State, for sure. Make it to state.
Yeah, make it to state.
Yeah.
Getting like top or whatever in state.
Mm-hmm.
And in your eyes, what do you think it will take to get there?
I think definitely like pushing herself during practice, getting her miles in, and speed workouts. Just like putting extra effort in, because that's when we'll see great results.
Yeah, like she said, like putting more effort into like the speed workouts and like doing our long runs and doing pretty good.
So just doing the little things, what you've been doing all season long.
Yes, and just pushing yourself.
And for you being a senior, you know, in cross country, the sport, you can be good no matter if you're a freshman, junior, senior, you know, sophomore, whatever it is. You have an opportunity to, it's a sport that lends itself to being able to see success. But digging deep and being a leader, it usually takes once you get up there. So can you describe your leadership style for the Braves?
Well, being a senior, I feel like me and the other seniors, we do lots of like leadership stuff. We lead like stretches and ab workouts and that kind of stuff. And it's been fun being leader, and you can just see all the other girls like grow and to, you know, just get better and improve. And it's just so fun to watch that.
For you, since the beginning of the season, what would you say have been the thing that you've worked on most, or that you think you've made the most progress to be at this point of the season?
I would say probably doing my abs. I used to not do them, like, and now I've been like doing them, and I feel like I've like improved doing them.
Yeah, the coach looks away and you stop. I heard that laugh. And being a senior for you, what is your plans beyond Kamiakin High School?
So hopefully graduate.
Check.
Yeah. And then I want to serve a mission for my church. And then I'm hoping to go to BYU Provo and study something physical. I was thinking a physical trainer, maybe, just to stay in shape, you know, and help others.
I love that. Well, thank you guys so much, and best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Well, that wrap up this week's show of the Sports Council. Thank you for joining me on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports. A reminder, the Sports Council happens 4 times a month, 11:30 a.m. on Thursdays. But you can listen to this show not just over the airwaves at 11:30 on Thursdays, but also on demand at 1340ESPNradio.com via podcast. Wherever you get your podcasts, just search for the Sports Council, and it's also available via YouTube. So lots of ways to listen to the Sports Council and support our local sports community. Until next time, I'm Jamie Council. Now we go back to your originally scheduled Seattle sports programming.